No, I'm good. I'll just stand. Oh, you stand? Involving a newest ambassador, Parineeti Chopra, as Tourism Australia's friend of Australia.
Yay, thank you. My name is
Kashikar and I've been with Tourism Australia for almost 8 years.
Can I disturb you for a second? कुछ problem है क्या उधर guys?
Quiet guys.
कुछ problem है तो अभी fix कर लो.
All right.
Okay.
My name is Kashikar and I've been with Tourism Australia for almost 8 years. And I must say this is one of the best jobs in the world, and it was a contest run by Tourism Events Queensland some time back, which won a lot of awards, and it really feels great to be a part of this great institution. On this special occasion, we have a special person, the Australian Consul General, Mr. Tony Huber, His Excellency.
Very important guy, guys.
Yeah. And it's really great to have him here, and travelled all the way from Bandra for this event. So thank you so much, Tony, for this, for your presence this evening. And I mean, the event belongs to you, Pari, and so stunning and the gorgeous Parineeti, who is now our ambassador and a friend of Australia. So Friend of Australia is all about advocacy, it's all about great influencers, celebrities, successful people in life who have a passion for Australia and are more friends and mates of Australia, as I would say. So without any further ado, may I request the Consul General to say a few words.
Thank you.
Please request silence, guys.
We've just had a lovely little ceremony downstairs where we presented Parineeti with the certificate and a nice little photo opportunity to prepare her for her visit to Australia. She's about to undertake a lovely visit to Australia. This won't be her first visit, but I think it'll probably be the most momentous one we've made so far. So Parineeti joins a cadre of several people who have been named as friends of Australia in the past, but she's the first from Bollywood. And she's a lady. And we think that this is great. So there's a few firsts here. And the background to this event today is that we had hoped last week to have our Minister for Trade, Tourism and Investment, Mr. Steve Chobo, announce and stand with Parineeti. I'm very fortunate to take the honour today, but he was not able to make it to Mumbai because of the floods, and unfortunately a few things were disrupted, but not this. And so we're very, very pleased and proud that Parineeti's accepted this honour, and I'm looking forward to hearing the outcome of her visit to Australia and seeing a lot of her stories and images that have come back from Australia. I'd like to hand over to Parineeti. She's probably got something more to say than I do.
Hand over the friend of Australia.
Yeah.
We'll do that in front of you.
Once I just tell them a little about it. So, कुछ तो लड़ाई चल रहा है इधर. Please excuse me for talking in Hindi with my buddies. Huh? That's what I want you to be comfortable. तो आप लोग जैसा आपको setup करना आप कर लो एक बार. अभी आपको अगर ठीक है तो बोलो. फ्लैश उनको फोटो लेने दो ना मेरा. So फोटो कैसे आएगा फिर? So please excuse me. So basically, thank you very much. Accepting the honor is not something I would have even discussed. It's really an honor. The pleasure is all mine because Australia has been a continent, a country, a place, a tourist destination for me since I was a child. I don't know if you'll believe it. I've traveled all over the world since I was 6 months old, and Australia was always on the list. And last year I got to get associated with Tourism Queensland, and I got to see Queensland a lot. And I knew that there was this special honor called Friend of Australia, and I was secretly hoping that I would get it somehow. I didn't know what I had to do, but they've been kind enough to bestow it upon me. I'm finally a friend of Australia. I call myself the best friend of India. You know, they've gotten it wrong. I am a best friend. And now I'm going, day after tomorrow I leave, and I'm gonna see Australia the way people can only dream of seeing it for the second time, and it's one of my favorite countries. I really feel it's so similar to India in so many ways. You know, the people are so.
Yeah. What happened?
Domestic violence. I was at home in the middle of the night and I stepped on a glass and it blasted under my foot. So I've got a really long, deep cut on my foot. In fact, I have to go to the doctor now to like change dressings. But it's very painful and it's the worst thing. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm not able to sleep properly at night and like I'm very dependent on somebody to like help me walk and everything.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, but it's not for sympathy. I'm just explaining what is happening. But yeah, it's very irritating and very uncomfortable. But I'm fine.
But it's always said lion have scars, not rats. So it's rigorous theory.
That's what the doctor said. Should we give you like? Should we let it heal on its own? You'll have a scar. And I was like, I love battle scars, so I'm very happy. Please. But it'll take a few days.
So what made you choose Parineeti Chopra and not anyone else for this?
Well, she has a great background, and we knew that she had been to Australia. We knew that she loved it, and we looked, and we thought, and we heard, and it could be only her. So we had this in plans for quite a while.
Yeah.
Quite a
Oh,
while.
really?
We did.
You guys kept it from me,
Let me just
Yes.
add to what the constituent just said. She is truly an Australian. You know, Australians are warm, welcoming, inviting, extremely down to earth. You know, that's what makes her a perfect mate, as I would say, and not a friend or a best friend of Australia.
Best friend.
So how do you take this phrase as? The phrase
I feel really good. Honestly, I mean, even if it wasn't for this honor, like I said, I find myself to be very connected to Australia. Like even before I went, I mean, I can share this with you, but the first time I ever went to Australia, I actually did a Sashtang Pranam when I came out of the airport because it was one location that I had been waiting to go, and I travel a lot. You know, I try and see at least 4 to 5 new countries every year. I am that person. But Australia was one of those places which I was just waiting to go because I'd heard so much about it. I researched so much. And so when I went there, it was like meeting a star. You know, it was like, you know, I've only seen you on TV, I've only seen you in pictures, and now we're meeting in person. That's what I felt when I went there. So I just feel that I feel very loved over there, honestly. So I'm very happy that I have this
And
special honor.
you're now going to travel to the spiritual center of Australia, which
Yes.
is the Ayers Rock in Uluru.
Yeah, I'm going to one of the coolest places called the Ayers Rock in Australia, which again I've only seen in pictures. I haven't seen it in person, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to be, you know, we're going to be taking some lovely pictures and spending some time there. And they really treat us so well when we go there, and even me and my team. So we're very, very excited to be going and eat lots of amazing food.
questions?
Yes.
Any
Exciting questions. Seriously,
All right.
thank you.
No questions?
I think they're going to leave it for this thing.
What is your plan as in what would you said you will be traveling there for tomorrow, so what would there be like?
Plan is to first make it across all the airports in one piece because I don't know how I'm going to walk. But the plan honestly is to not even visit Australia but to really experience it. To really know what it feels like to live there as well as being a tourist there, you know, and these people are helping me. They've created an amazing itinerary for us. You know, we're going to be from helicopters to the Gold Coast to the Ayers Rock to a sky point, whale watching,
dolphin
which
experience.
I've been wanting to do for. I'm a
Surfing.
water baby, yeah. Surfing. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff, and it's all the stuff that I love.
So
You
you
know.
short doing all this and it will be promoted. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, we want you all back in India and all over the world to know what it's like to visit Australia. So I'm going to be doing my best to market my
You'll
experiences.
be the face for that. You'll be the face for Australian tourism, right?
I think that they should be answering.
Yeah, why not?
Like-
He's got such a great
He's
following
the
on social
Bollywood
media.
face for Australia, friend
Yes.
of Australia.
I'm friend of Australia and Bollywood face of Australia is what service.
10 million
I'm
followers
just-
on Twitter, Facebook, and
Yes.
Instagram. Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
she's
think
going to
they are.
showcase why there's truly nothing like Australia.
There really is. There
Right.
really is. And you really feel like you're so cut off from the world but yet so connected because there's so much love and warmth from people. It's really a beautiful place to visit. So all of you must. And once I put up all my pictures and my videos from there, you'll really feel like visiting, I think.
परिणीति नॉर्मली आपका अगर फेवरेट डेस्टिनेशन की बात करें तो कहाँ जाना आप पसंद करती है? फिलहाल तो आप अकेले जा रही हैं यहाँ पर प्रमोशन
जी,
सारी चीज़ों के लिए
जी,
और
जी।
अगर किसी के साथ जाना हो तो कौन होगा जिससे आप
I mean, different चीज़ें, different trips में different experiences होते हैं. मैं अभी पिछले हफ्ते अपनी एक हॉलीडे से आई हूँ. मैं बहुत डाइविंग ट्रिप्स लेती हूँ क्योंकि मैं स्कूबा डाइवर हूँ, तो मैं बहुत डाइविंग ट्रिप्स लेती हूँ. तो a lot of islands